This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Thursday. Add another 4 divisional titles to the already well-stocked trophy case. That's what the teams from St. Augustine's College are saying after sweeping the BASISS softball postseason. The Big Red Machine won the junior girls, junior boys, senior girls, and senior boys crowns yesterday. On hand to witness the second consecutive feat for the school was Jonathan Benson, who also has the play-by-play.
After a competitive first inning in Game 2 of the Junior Boys Championship, SAC's Big Red Machine went to work on the Queens College Comets, putting 6 big runs on the board in the top of the second, and from there SAC would coast to complete the sweep. SAC wins this 112-5 and takes home the title.
First game we came for with a vengeance, had to beat the teams that beat us all season. Going strong against QC, didn't worry about NCA, they got kicked out, play hard, that's the lesson they taught us, play hard all day.
If it wasn't for God, we wouldn't be here. That's how we get the W, and that's how we play.
It went great today. I had my last catch in the outfield, and we did our best. We came out, we won the game, and we called it a day.
All we did was play fundamental ball and just did the right place.
In junior girls play, SAC and NCA going down to the wire in Game 1, but Game 2 a totally different story. SAC came out to play from start to finish. They too bring out the brooms, winning in a sweep. Game 2 going to SAC 20-1.
We came out and we played really good. We worked hard. Our last practices, we worked on the errors that we made in the first game. So today we just played really hard.
Last game was too close for comfort. We had to come out here with a definitive win with no doubts in anyone's mind. So we worked on the things we had to work on yesterday. We came back focused. We came back ready. We came back energetic. We came back to win this. We had a goal for the school year that we would take the 4 championships again. We were not getting left behind.
The choo-choo train clicking on all cylinders once again in senior girls play. SAC taking down QC 10-2 to win the title.
I think our girls did an excellent job. We showed great sportsmanship. We had a lot of fun. We kept on lifting up each other and didn't get down even when we made mistakes.
On to the senior boys now. SAC 1 win away from a clean sweep, and they got things started early. NCA would make a comeback, but it was too little too late. SAC goes on for a 12-9 victory, and all the hardware is headed to Burnett Road.
This was a ride. I mean, I wasn't as sharp as I was the other night, but my defense, they held it down. They was just behind me the whole night, and I'm so proud of them.
We started good, and we ended off good. It's our 3-peat, so it's not a better feeling than this.
Congratulations to SAC, the Big Red Machine rolling through all 4 divisions. Jonathan Benson, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks so much, Jonathan. Days before the start of the 2015-2016 New Providence Basketball Association, newly elected President Eugene Horton had to jump over his first hurdle. Horton had to quickly find a venue to play the season's opener in. This obstacle was an easy one for the 6'6" president, who shattered the backboard when he secured the Donald Davis Gym for the game. The New Providence Basketball Association will start on Saturday at 7 p.m.
We went to AF Hadley is currently going to be under some repairs, so we're going to use DW Davis for 3 days, break for the high school nationals, and hopefully on the 23rd go into AF Hadley full time.
The Bomber G operators had their fair share of ups and downs in the New Providence Women's Basketball Association. The team, who is used to playing in the championships, was forced to watch the series from the bleachers last year. Not wanting a repeat, the squad rallied up in the summer months and started training. Head coach Donnie Culmer is hoping that the off-season workouts will help his squad run circles around the other team's defensive stance.
What we need to do, like we say, come out here, work hard, run what we run, and just stick together. You know, we did face adversity by, as a team, and fight through it. We can have some obstacles in the way, but eventually we plan to get through it. To stay as a team, as one, and be together, we'll be all right.
The decision to return to Cayman Islands Flag Football Invitational was a tough one by members of Team Bahamas, especially after taking a 2-year break from the tournament. The squad, mixed with players from New Providence and Grand Bahama, will definitely return now that they have won this year's crown.
Well, just returning from the I-Cup tournament in Cayman, we were very successful. This is our 3rd time at that tournament. 2 times we've not won it, but this time we were actually able to win the I-Cup with a perfect 4-0 record. Well, we haven't been to this tournament in about 2 years. The difference this year was that, we had more of a mixed team. We had players out of Grand Bahama and players out of 2 to 3 teams here in Nassau. And so it was a very high quality team. But I think the difference was we were just meshing a bit better together. And we got some real good breaks. We don't like to complain about officiating, but we really got some good breaks. Of the 4 games, 3 were won in overtime, and so those games could have really gone anyway. Luckily for us, we were just that much more resilient and came with the win.
Well, week 9 wasn't a friendly one for us here at ZNS, but that's not stopping us in the challenge. While I didn't lose any ground, Julian played catch up, pulling within a game of Fisher. Johnny is still in the race, sitting in 2nd, and Fisher is looking in from 3rd. Here's this week's picks.
Hi, I'm Julian Gibson. Welcome to your weekly NFL football picks sponsored by ASU Draw. Well, this week I'm going with Green Bay to beat Detroit. Baltimore, I think Baltimore should be able to mash up Jacksonville. St. Louis to beat the Chicago Bears. Denver to beat Kansas City. Cincinnati, Monday night, they should be able to take care of business against Houston. The final score, 28-14. Well, let's go to my little sis, Kelsey Johnson, for her weekly football picks.
There's no need to talk anymore. I'm just going to let my picks do it all for me. This week, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers, Pittsburgh Steelers, Carolina Panthers, New England Patriots, and come Monday night, Cincinnati Bengals 31-14.
I'm still in 2nd place, 2 games off the lead, but Julian and Fisher did make up some ground last week, so come week 10, I do need to do a little bit better. This week, I am going with the Philadelphia Eagles over Miami. I also like Green Bay to beat Detroit. I have Denver beating Kansas City, also Oakland over Minnesota, and on Monday night, I like Cincinnati to stay undefeated as they go up against the Houston Texans. Final score there, 35-17.
Well, it's that time again for me to go another perfect 5-0 this week in my NFL picks. I'm going with Green Bay after 2 losses. They're going to feast on the Detroit Lions. Carolina, they're going to stay perfect on the season. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl, and they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans. Also, Denver and Kansas City, that rivalry has been going on for quite some time, and Denver's had the edge. Also, Oakland, yes, Oakland at home against Minnesota. Oakland has been playing good on the road, and I expect them to do the same this coming weekend at home. And on Monday night, another team to stay perfect, Cincinnati 28-14 over the Houston Texans.
Well, that was Charles Fisher with his football picks. And folks, after that fast start, he is now in last place. Make sure to join yours truly every Monday night right here at ASU Draw for Monday Night Football.
Look how Julian just bragged. But that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.